This one's a stats question. Remember, these are highly unlikely to be ever on the non-calc paper. So first things first, I'm going to put my data in to the calculator. So, stats. I'm going to clear my list in case I've got any lists put in there. So I'm going to clear list 1, list 2, list 3, just in case. Okay, it's done. So stat, edit. Oh, no, I can't see the numbers. Okay, 165, 170. 170. 175, yeah. 175, 180, 185. Okay, so we've got 67.8. 70, 72, 10, 75.5, and 77.2. Alright, so my data is in. Now they've said, oh god. The relationship is modeled by the regression equation. Write down the values of A and B. So our data is in there. We now need to find our equation, our regression line. So we go to stat, calc, and here is our lin reg. So X and Y list, done. There are no frequencies. There we go. Our A is 0.486. And our B is negative 12.4. You could, in this case, put the whole number, seeing as we got the whole thing. So it wouldn't be wrong to keep the 1 in there if you wanted, because remember the rules of IB are that it needs to be exact or three significant figures. So it's up to you if you want the 1 in there or not. Excuse me. Hence, estimate the weight of a man whose height is 172. Remember, a hence statement means that we have to use this information here. So what we've just established is that the rule is y equals 0.486 times x minus 12.4 or 12.41. So what we're going to do is substitute this value of 172 in place of my x. Oh, okay, so 0.486 multiplied by 172, subtract 12.4, 71.19. So that's 71.2. We're talking about weight, kilograms. Write down the correlation coefficient. Right, okay, so now, do you remember what happened when I did my lim reg? And remember we just got there. Oops. Oh. Alright, I pressed the wrong button. But if you remember, we just had an A and a B. And what that meant was that my diagnostics wasn't on. So what I need to do now is make sure I turn them on. So I want to go to D. Did that work? Okay, die. diagnostics on. Okay, so when I do stat, excuse me, calc, excuse me, lin reg this time, you'll see that I can find my correlation coefficient as well. Okay, so we get the same numbers we had before, but now I have my correlation coefficient. So that is 0.997. Okay, state which of the two following describe the correlation between the variables. Well, obviously it's positive. A 0.997. Remember that correlation coefficients are between -1 and 1. -1 is a perfect negative relationship. 1 would be a perfect positive relationship. And so a 0.997 is very, very close to 1. So we would say that it was a strong and positive correlation. It does say 2 variables. Okay, let's see if we can get this one done before we stop it again. Alright, so there's vectors u and v. As I said before, I'm doing the vectors questions now. It's just so you've got them for later on. So w is u minus v. So u minus v. So if we're going u minus v, we would be going, oh gosh, along u positively. So that would be going along here. And minus v would be going the opposite direction of, okay, let me start that again. So u minus v, so we're going the opposite direction of v. So if we start here, that would be going this way. And the positive direction of u would be going that way. So in other words, this, oh gosh, really badly done. Going in that direction would be w. Right, that's one way of doing it. You could have gone u minus v, and drawn that. Okay, so this was our original u. You could have drawn in a negative v and shown that that was that. Other ways of doing it, there's a few. Basically, you just need to make sure that you've shown that you've gone u in the positive direction and v in the opposite direction to the arrow that they had showing. Alright, given that u... Okay, so that we need to find n. What's special about u and v is that they are perpendicular. So when we have perpendicular vectors, so perpendicular vectors, the u dot v is equal to 0. Oh. So we're going to find the dot product, so that would be 3 times 5 plus 2 times n plus 1 times 3 would be equal to 0. So it's 15 plus 2n plus 3. So 2n equals negative 18 and equals negative 9. Done.